guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a product that actually just came out and it has been so raved about. So many people here on YouTube have actually been talking about it a lot, and I've seen a very mixed review on it. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents on what I think of this product. So I'm going to be talking about the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer that just literally came out like a few weeks ago. The concealers come with the undertone of yellow and the correctors come with the undertone of red. So when you're thinking of you really brightening and fixing up those under eyes because they're too dark, then you go in with the red color just to cancel out all the darkness. And then to conceal and brighten, you want to go with something yellow to bring it out. I only got the concealer. I got Y33 and I used this on my under eyes. The reason I didn't get a corrector is because I don't really suffer from really dark circles. I have seen different people try it and the colors are a little misleading just because the color that you would think that might be, you know, matching, it can be a little too white. So for the correctors, I would definitely say try it on, play with it. I would say go 1 shade darker than what you would expect to go with something on your under eyes, just because the shade darker is definitely going to be a little bit more luminous and it's not going to give you that gray ashy canvas looking finish on your under eyes. So if you're somebody who wants to purchase both of them, then I would suggest applying the color corrector right in the middle, right where the attention goes directly into your eyes. So I know that when you're looking at somebody, your attention goes right in the middle, and that's usually where you see the first signs of the under eye darkness. And then with the concealer, you're going to go on the outer edges. So you're going to put 1 to 2 little dots in the middle for the corrector, and then you're going to put 2 dots on the end of concealer and then 2 dots on this side for concealer. And then you're going to blend it all together and it's going to give you a great happy medium finish, and it's going to minimize the appearance of that darkness. Now, if you're somebody who's just like me and just wants to try a new concealer and wants to see what all this fuss is about, what I can say is that when I went in with a little, I still noticed that I was creasing really badly. When I went in with a lot, I don't know, maybe it was because I wasn't really focused on it, but I didn't really see as much creasing, and probably because I said it right away. I know that some people have said that it doesn't crease for them at all. Others have said that it's creased on them like crazy. We have to remember that we all have different under eye lines. So some people have less under eye lines than others. So for those people that have less, maybe that's why they're not creasing that bad, or sometimes maybe they really are using very little. When I'm saying I used little, I literally just took like a pinch of it and put it on my under eye and I was creasing. So I think it really varies on every individual, but what I would say is always set it with a powder, regardless of what product it is, regardless of what it claims. You always want to set it with a powder because the powder is really going to be what makes the difference. Not only that, but you definitely want your under eye concealer to last for a long time throughout the day, especially if you are somebody who's constantly on the go, constantly moving around. You want something that's going to stay on there and not going to budge, because the last thing you want to do is walk around with these ugly crease lines. That's like the worst thing ever. It does claim that it has ingredients in it that makes it smooth so that it doesn't crease. So I would say that for stuff like that, then that would be like, okay, well, if it's claiming it's not going to crease and it creases, what's the big fuss? And another one of my cons is that I feel like there's so little in this packaging. Like if I compared it to another one that I have, like this one's much fatter. Yeah, their packaging looks cute, but I feel like it needs to be a little bit bigger. But I mean, if you're going to be using a little bit, this is going to take you a long way. And it's also really good for traveling. If you're traveling, you can just stick it in your bag, or if you're taking this to work and you want something that's going to fit in your purse and everything, then that's great. Color selection, you really have to swatch it on. What I had to do was really swatch all of them and see which one blended out the best with my skin color. I feel like for the yellows, the way that they made the concealers, there's not that many like colors. Like I feel like, yeah, we have our very light ones, we have our medium ones, but I need colors that are more for people that have darker skin. Like it stops at a color that's not too dark, but it's not too light. But I feel like we need a little bit more. Maybe 1 or 2 more shades that would be ideal for covering everybody on the color spectrum. Now I'm going to quickly compare it to my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Okay, so probably many of you guys know that I do work at Sephora, so I'm constantly being asked what concealers I recommend. I'm being asked what I wear on my under eyes, how I keep my eyes you know, highlighted and looking bright. So I always point them to these. It does not crease. It's very lightweight, but it's still so full coverage. And I feel like a lot of people that ask me for a new concealer are people that have tried thick products like the NARS creamy concealer that's very, very thick in consistency. And I feel like the thicker the product is, the more likely you will to crease. The only downside about this, like this one, is that this one doesn't have a large color selection. So sometimes I get frustrated because there's people that I really want to recommend them to this, but it's like, oh, we can't find the perfect color that's gonna look great on them. So then that's when I have to refer them to other concealers. I was very skeptical because I was like, why do I need to try something new when I have something that's just amazing? So I know that a lot of people on reviews on Sephora.com and reviews on Ulta.com have been comparing these a lot, and I've read a lot of people who said that they like this one over this one. So these are pricey. This one is $27 and then this one's $28. So this one's a little bit more expensive, but they're right there, literally $1 apart. So that's that. Also, I'm going to be showing you guys a little clip of me applying this concealer. So here's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, and I'm just going to be dotting that all over my under eyes. As you can see, I used a beauty blender. I always like to use a beauty blender just because I feel like it does the best application on it, and it also absorbs any excess, which prevents it from creasing a little bit more. Once I'm done applying it, I'm just going to wait it out and see what it does without me applying any powder and just the concealer itself. So some time has gone by and you can see it's definitely creasing a lot. And here I'm just applying my Kat Von D banana powder. And as you can see a little bit, it still has lines. They will not go away whatsoever. And I'm just becoming so frustrated at this point. I really wanted to like it, but it's too thick, and for the price, I'd rather return it and get something that I would actually use. I tried setting it. Usually with everything else, even if I wait a few minutes and then I set it, it's okay, but this is like, you can still see it. I'm going over and over with it again, and I know that it's just going to be creasy throughout the day now, which sucks. Get a sample first, see if you like it. Those are my thoughts. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. The beginning of it was pretty promising. I was excited about it, but I mean, final thoughts are just like, So I will see you guys very soon for a new video.